We've done a terrible job in my field of explaining to the public why the change in how we diagnose autism could possibly account for this huge increase in the frequency. I'm going to try to do that now. We're going to start in 1993, and at that time there were 3 categories: autism itself, pervasive developmental disorder, and atypical autism. This was the only category counted in terms of rates of autism. This was a category for kids who presented mostly with developmental delays, and the onset for this had to be after 30 months. So these were the kids that had more regressive patterns. And atypical autism was a gap category for people that didn't fit either one. In 1994, a year later, we totally changed our understanding of autism, and now we understood it as more of a spectrum. Autistic disorder became what I think most people still think of when they think of autism. These are children who have below average measured IQ, major deficits in all of the categories we think of when we think of autism, and they also couldn't have ADHD. If they had ADHD, they were automatically not counted. If they had above average IQ, they could automatically not be here. Then PDD-NOS, which looks like this, but it's not, it's a different thing, became a gap category for kids who could not fit into any of the other criteria. Then there is the diagnosis Asperger's, and to get diagnosed with Asperger's, you had to have average to above average IQ, no communication deficits, and again, no ADHD. You can see how many kids this is leaving out. Then there was also Rett syndrome and childhood disintegrative disorder, which have a little bit more medical presentations. This was the only category counted. Look at how many people this is leaving out of the statistics. Then, in 2013, after a ton of research that happened between here and here, don't believe what people tell you, lots of research, what we saw is that actually all of these people have the same diagnosis. And the spectrum changed from being something that goes like this to being something that looks more like this, where all of the support needs for people are a different profile depending on their patterns of symptoms. So in 1993, only these guys were counted. In 1994, only these guys were counted. But by 2013, all of these people were counted in those statistics. This is why. This is the answer. This is why, in addition to the fact that we've also gotten just better at diagnosing people, this is why the statistics have gone up. I just wish as a field we were better at communicating that. We need to be.